great. So you've started this new campaign called See You Sunday. See You on Sunday.
Yeah.
It's all about getting off social media at least one day a week. So tell us why this was so important to you.
Yeah, so really it happened organically. Because of being an NFL athlete, spent a lot of time on social media. I knew it was an important part of my brand, but I kind of felt like my use was becoming indulgent. So I called my agency and I was like, all right, I'm done with this because I feel like I'm just scrolling. I'm on the Explore page. I'm wasting time on this app. They told me it was a horrible idea to delete it. And I agree, it is a bad idea to get rid of social media because there's a lot of opportunities with it. So what I told myself is if I'm not going to be on it or if I can't delete it, then when I'm on it, I'm going to try to leverage all this, the following that I have and the influence that I have to educate people on some of the downfalls of social media as well as offer a solution, which is taking a day off.
So are pro athletes really encouraged then to have a presence on social media?
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's important because we have an opportunity to brand ourselves. And growing up, going to Notre Dame, and then being in the NFL, that's something people always talk about. Own your brand. You can kind of become what you want to become on these platforms. So it's a big deal, and it is important to take advantage of it.
So how does the campaign work? What are you encouraging people to do?
Yeah, so very simply, it's just take Saturday off of social media.
Oh, and then see you on Sunday.
Yeah,
game day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So there's a football spin to it. That wasn't necessarily the intent. The intent was it's Friday, I'm posting on my social media. I'm like, all right, I'll see y'all on Sunday because tomorrow I'm not going to be on. But the how-to is simple. Just take a day off social media, do something for yourself, your community, or just hang out with people and try to be phone-free and obviously social media free.
I love it, and it is really simple, but it is something that sounds easy, but I feel like for a lot of people it might be hard to do at first because we don't realize how addicted we are getting to it. Now, just to transition, you're a public person, of course, you're a public figure, so how do you balance the positives of social media with the negatives? Obviously it can be a good tool, but is it just kind of, like you said, the Explore page, like kind of custom tailoring your content or what you're following so you maybe are seeing more positive, uplifting messages?
Yeah, so I think that's a good question because it is complicated. I also think it's important to understand that public figure, not public figure, I think for everybody managing like how much to use it, when to use, when not to use is hard. What I would encourage people to do is, one, the biggest deal is post your passions because I think when you post what you're passionate about, you tend to start to follow things you're passionate about. You tend to stop caring about how people respond to your posts, and that creates a healthier relationship. Also, again, take a day off. I think when you take a day off, you give yourself time and space to evaluate your use, and you kind of mentioned it. Why am I reaching for my phone, going to social media when I just told myself I'm not going to be on during this day? So I think those are the two things, like post and follow what you're passionate about, and then take a day off and be able to step back from it. And I think that'll create a healthier relationship.
And let's talk about social media impact maybe life in the locker room. Is there, something where it can maybe make the team bonding and coming together more difficult if everyone's on their phones or, kind of constantly scrolling or thinking of stuff like that?
Yeah, I think it can hinder relationships, but I don't think it's extreme. I don't think people are in social settings a lot of the time just staring at their phones, not even trying to engage. But I think what we can do just as people in general, and we can use the locker room as an example, is I'm here for 4 hours a day as an example. Let me put my phone down, engage with the people around me, and be intentional about fostering these relationships. Like I said, people aren't just at their lockers not talking.
Right.
Our locker room is vibrant. You walk in, great vibes. But how can we take it a step further? How can we be closer than we were before because we're not on our phones? So I think that's what it is. It's more about being intentional.
And how do you think athletes' lives today compare to, the era of pro sports, pre-social media? What do you think the main differences are?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing, and a lot of older athletes would say this, is you can get in trouble way easier now because everything is recorded.
We all can.
Really though, everybody can. I think that's the biggest thing, but it goes both ways. You can get in trouble easier, but you can also create whatever brand and whatever image of yourself that you want to. So I think there's like a lot of opportunity and there's downfalls to having social media. I think it's been great though. Like I can connect with teammates more, like you're talking about. For guys that are going to new teams, you can connect with teammates before you even get there.
Right.
And there's a lot of opportunities that are created because of social media, branding deals. Again, like opportunities to create your own brand.
And probably engagement with fans, which makes me want to ask, what's your fans' response been so far to this?
To see you on Sunday, they love it. It's actually been really cool. One of the fan clubs, Die Hard Bolt Club, they've been doing it like every single Saturday since I introduced it to them. And it's cool because my challenge is like, all right, I play for the Chargers. Now, like I said, I live in Huntington Beach, so Orange County, LA is my community. Like, how can the Charger community, the LA community, and the Huntington Beach, Orange County community be the healthiest community? I think an aspect of being healthy is like your mental health, your relationship with your phone and social media.
And yourself. I feel like the relationship with yourself is...
And it's like, for me to see them doing that, it's like, all right, we're taking steps closer to being like a way healthier, like, fan club, whatever it may be. Yeah, like let's just be healthier.
Bigger team.
Yeah,
even. I love that.
And it's been a really cool opportunity to engage with them and for them to engage with me, and it enhances the experience on both sides.
Right.
So it's been really cool.